What's going on, everybody? This is Chris from Real Rideshare Stories, coming to you live. So if you're new to the channel and you're looking for different things within the rideshare industry, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. So, got a pretty interesting couple of things to talk about today. Also, you might be wondering, where the hell was I? Well, there's a lot of different things that I was doing behind the scenes, just trying to get things just to look a little bit better, a little more professional and all that good stuff. So hopefully you've seen a few things, which unfortunately I just realized I didn't do something, so I gotta fix that right now. Because I was playing on with something, so hold on one second. User error. What's up, Lisa? How you doing? Hey, Mark, how you doing? No freaking way this junk is going on in the two cars. Well, thank you for answering the question already. Yes. But yeah, it's been a while. Hopefully you guys are doing well and everybody's doing good. Like I said, just kind of doing a couple of different changes, behind the scenes stuff. Unfortunately, when I had the ability and time to do live streams, that was the only time I would be able to take the time and do what I needed to do to make them a little bit better. So very excited for that. But yeah, like I said, what the actual title of this video is really about is just talking about these new things that Uber and Lyft are appearing to do. And Uber has already announced how they're going to do it, kind of their pay structure behind it, and looking at the time frame of when they're going to start it, which is going to be April 1st. And what they're doing is they're going to put advertising onto your car if you choose. Now, it is up to you because it is your car. So they're going to try to entice you by paying you $300 to put it on your vehicle, to have it installed. And then also what they're going to do is pay you $100 a week if you work at least 20 hours. And then it looks like they're going to appear it to pay you how many hours you work. And the reason behind that is that fair that if you work just 20 hours a week, you still make that $100 to somebody who works 4 times that amount at 80 hours a week and still only get paid that $100? Now, Lyft has also acquired Halo, which is a small startup company which does pretty much the exact same thing as on car advertising. And this is one step closer to Uber and Lyft being taxis. Yes, taxi cabs on top of everything else. So you see them on in Vegas and New York, Chicago. You see them all over the area with advertisements on the roof. Looks like Uber and Lyft will be following suit. So yeah, what do you guys think? Hey, what's up, Mark and Michelle? How's it going? Didn't your mom warn you too much about playing with it too much? Whoa, little off there. But no, yeah. So what do you guys think? Have you seen this? Have you read about it yet at all? It is in 3 markets that they're going to be doing, which is, oh geez, Dallas, Phoenix, and I forget the third spot now, and Atlanta. So those are the 3 markets that they're actually going to be doing it in. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. But yeah, I want to know, what are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Are you going to do this if it comes into your area? Will you put that onto your car? Will you have it installed and drive around with it? Put in this chat what you would do. Again, it's $300 right now if they install it to get paid, and then $100 a week if you work 20 hours or more. They're going to be changing that soon to an hourly rate of how many hours it's based off on you work is what you get paid for. So at least in my opinion, I think that is a better way to do it than just a flat rate, because again, you know, saying I work 20 hours, somebody else works 80 hours. Is that really fair to the person that worked 4 times the amount getting only the same amount? So yeah, if you guys think this is something that's beneficial or not to you, or puts more money in your pocket, right below in the comments or in the live chat. And then if you're for it and you think that it's good, again, or if you think it's bad, you don't like it, What do you guys think? And is this just some sort of money grab? Then is Uber going to take and pay you accordingly or fairly, or are they going to take more of the advertising revenue from driving around and pay you cents on the dollar, kind of like sometimes some of the fares that they like to do? So Mark already said hell no. Where was it? What I wonder is if you would drive for the other platforms, if you have the advertising for Uber on your car. Yeah, that is a pretty interesting thing right there, Mark. Very good question. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do drive either Uber and Lyft or some of the other ones that are out available in certain markets. What's going to happen on that? Are they going to get paid for that time? Is the advertisement even going to be on, or is it just going to be a black screen? Or is it going to, play with others, play well with others? Who knows? Nope, attracts unwarranted attention to yourself. Gary, I completely agree with you, especially if you're driving at night. Yeah. And then, unfortunately, there has been some scams out there, more insurance fraud scams that are happening where they will search out Uber and Lyft drivers to try to get into accidents with them so they can collect money. So that is one thing that, yeah, you could potentially be part of. And in South Carolina, there was just something I was reading about a week ago where there was, I think, like 50 or 70 or something people who were in on this insurance scam that was trying to get into accidents, and so they could claim fraud cases and all that stuff against Uber and Lyft. So it does happen out there, and just another reason why you need a dash camera. I guess it depends on what it looks like. I don't know. Michelle, what it looks like is if you look at the picture on the thumbnail, that halo design, it's supposed to be something similar to that, where it's going to have like an LCD screen on it, where it's going to face either opposite side of your car, and then it looks like it's going to attach on from the windows. If they drill into the car, that's a hell no. That's a hard hell no. I would never, ever install that on my car if it showed permanent marking or, went into the car in any way, like bolts or screws or anything like that. No way in hell. But the way it looks is that it is going to attach onto the windows, and they tighten it that way so it'll like kind of go into it and hold itself down. Where at least that way it shouldn't cause any damage to the car. And then that's the other thing. If that's how it's set up, are they going to pay for any damages to the car if you remove it and want it taken off? So those are a couple of things that you really want to pay attention to, especially if you are in those markets like Phoenix, Atlanta, or Dallas. And I'm sure there's going to be other markets out there as well that will join this whole advertising thing. I only drive for Uber ATM. I would do it if the incentive was good enough. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole options of going back and forth. No is it happening in the car. We have enough on our cars now with the new placards in Jersey. Let's junk up the car. Yeah, those placards are pretty crazy. That whole QR code. And is it removable if we aren't driving Uber? Yeah, Michelle and everybody else, I'm not sure. I really don't know if that's going to be something or not. If that's the case, what's going to happen there? Now, it could be something where it's just easy to take off. It just might take a couple of minutes to take it off and on. I don't know. I've never seen one of those things up close and personal. As time goes on, and I guess maybe if they put out some sort of video, or if you can see a install video, I'm sure that will probably be happening somewhere soon as it's going. So, oh, hey, Chelsea, what's going on? Hope you feel better, too. You only do food delivery in the market. When you go out west is when you do Uber and Lyft. Well, Lisa, yeah, I mean, Uber and Lyft is a lot better in Buffalo than it is out where your way. For the love of God, can you really that junk on a Mercedes-Benz? Oh, yeah. Mark, I agree. Like some of the cars that people are driving with, I don't know how if they even want to, but sometimes the thing is they're enticed by saying, "Oh, that's $300 that I can get right away, and $100 a week extra." So when you're looking at it, yeah, it's like 400-ish, $400 or so a month, 400 to 500, depending on how many paydays or weeks there are in that month. So some people might look at it and say, "Oh yeah, that's extra money in my pocket. Sign me up." And they could have a really nice car like a Tesla or a Mercedes or something like that. Then the other question too is, I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee, so I have the rails on my car. Is that going to be able to be installed on that? Do they have some sort of kit that will allow for it to be installed? Because there are several SUVs that have those racks on top. And so it's going to be something to wonder as well as who is allowed to do it, who's not, and things along that nature. So it'll be interesting. How many rides does it require to get this, Heather? I don't think it's anything. I think you just have to be in the market that's available. They're only doing it on a certain amount of vehicles at the time. So if you're in the Phoenix market, the Dallas market, or the Atlanta market, then you would be eligible for that. And I'm sure you could probably find more information from Uber actually contacting you via the app. But yeah, that's essentially what it's going to be in the test markets. And I'm sure it's going to roll out other places because they're looking to get some money. They're looking to get some ad revenue, and they're trying to get advertising. So that is probably going to be rolling out to several places that are at least not banning that on-car advertising, because there are a lot of places that do have it banned. So it'll be interesting to see how they try to get in there or in that market if that's the case. So it'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, Heather, I don't know how many rides it's going to be. I don't think you have to. As long as you work 20 hours in a week right now, that means then you'll get that $100. That's really the only requirement that I've actually seen besides actually being in that. Bet it'll scratch the shit out of the car. Probably Creative J. Gary, how's it going? They made this against their policy on both platforms a while ago. It's okay for them to do it now. Yeah, Gary, unfortunately, they're the ones who write the policy. So if they want to change the policy, they absolutely can. And yeah, if they want to do that, then they're going to. So that's also the whole thing, probably 4, 5, 6 years ago or something, they didn't have anything in their TOS about not taking minors or unaccompanied minors. Now there's something in there, and there's problems with that as we see minors trying to use the service all of the time. But yeah, they can change their policies as they see fit when they want. They just expect us drivers to adhere to everything they say and then follow along or roll along with any changes that they make. So yeah, unfortunately, that's a problem. Did I tell what happened on Friday night? Oh, no, I didn't. With the slipping. Yeah, that wasn't fun. We had a semi blizzard the past weekend, and that's what Lisa and Chelsea are kind of talking about. Alan, you're going to start doing advertising on your car. Then you're in Vegas. Hey, go for it. Alan, if you have the hookup to be able to do that, why not? I know how that's how Play Octopus makes their money. So if you get the tablet in your car, they advertise on that, and that's how you make the money, because they're getting paid by advertisers playing games, and then you make ad revenue on it for those passengers that are in the car. How much that works, I don't know. It's kind of open in my market, but not really. Like, I got the email saying that I can collect or get the tablet, but I have to be within 100 miles of New York City. So I actually have to call them to really find out, because I do want to see what that's about. Personally, the Play Octopus thing, or any company that's like that, where they have the tablets in the car and they have the advertising or the games or anything like that, that's a really cool thing. I'm for that. I really like those. And it's just a great way to make some extra money. It's a good thing for passengers that they can play. The only thing is, if somebody steals a tablet, you got to watch out for that, because unfortunately that does happen as well too. The on-car advertising, at least in my opinion, if they paid right, and if I had a separate vehicle that I was only doing Uber and Lyft with, so if I bought a new vehicle or something else to drive in and kept my Jeep Grand Cherokee that Uber and Lyft car, then maybe at that point I might think about it, because it's not going to be on the road all the time. I don't even sometimes like driving around with my stickers in the car when I'm not driving, because as somebody pointed out earlier, that can bring unwarranted attention to you. And then also, if you're going to pick up people that you know at the airport, or if you're going into certain areas that has Uber and Lyft drop off and pickup zones, and yet you're there off duty, trying to pick somebody up, drop somebody off, or park, or whatever it might be, sometimes that can be a hassle, because people are going to yell at you thinking you're online, even though you really aren't. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Trickster, what's going on? How's it going? Hey, Bridget. Donnie, what's going on? Yeah, a bunch of crap. Don't put that crap on car. It's illegal in your town. Make sure your rules and regulations of the town may require permits. That's another, good point there, Donnie. Sometimes things require permits as well, too. Now, we all know Uber and Lyft don't necessarily take everything into account when it comes to operating fully legally. In fact, some places they still operate illegally. And then, the whole thing with AB5 in California and employee versus independent contractor, that's all up in the air right now too. So they're kind of curtailing these laws a little bit. And yeah, what Donnie just said, absolutely true. If you are putting this on your car and it's available in your market, there may be some sort of permit that you might have to get. Hopefully they alert you on what all that is. But yeah, right now, again, it's only in the 3 markets. So at least, you can't just sign up for it and say, here we go. This is what it is, even if it might be illegal or not in your area. So at least that's maybe some of the area where they're going to avoid, at least for a little bit, but we'll see. You're hoping Play Octopus comes to New Orleans. Yeah, that would be really cool. Personally, I like it and I think it's cool. I actually have to contact them because, like I said, I got that email saying that I can sign up for it, but it's not within 100 miles of New York City. So I got to figure out what's going on there. If someone steals a tablet, the driver will be responsible. Gary, I'm not sure. I know when I was trying to sign up for Play Octopus before, they have like a FAQ on there, and one of the questions was, what happens if somebody steals it? That I would say, make sure you have a dash camera recording everything, because if you see that happening, that's one way to take care of it. But yeah, I mean, if they had something that was a little bit more secure where, it could actually go into the seat and be adjustable instead of just the straps, that might be a little bit better. But who knows? Maybe they'll just improve something over time if they're watching this. We've been getting random people stopping me asking to get rides when buses are not running. Not going to happen if you didn't request it. Smart move, Bridget. If you're not qualified to be able to take cash rides, you can't take them because you don't have the proper insurance. And if Uber and Lyft find out, that could be grounds for deactivation. Tell them just go through the app. It's so much simpler and easier to do that because at least it's going to be the right way. You'll get money for it. Dustin, what's going on? Don't you want to advertise for Uber or Lyft, make that ad money? Have dash cams in case someone does steal it. You have proof. Yeah, exactly. Chelsea, come on. What the hell? Funny story. You went to a funeral the other day as a participant and was directed to a special drop area. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing with having these stickers on. And actually, I'm making a video very soon. It'll probably be... Actually, it might be later this week. I will have a video on how you can truly have the ability to put your stickers in your car and out of your car when you're not driving. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That will probably be later this week. I just got to get one more thing. Once I'm able to do that, then I can make the video and share it with you guys. So if you want to take your stickers off, you have that ability too. And then you can put it on when you're driving. And then that way, again, you won't get that unwarranted attention coming at you in that way. So where's Omar? I don't know. Where is Omar? If you like the new setup, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Yes, that is correct, Dustin. Yeah, as you can see with the live stream, I did add a few different things. So I kind of I made this a little bit better, the scrolling. I got the thing up here where it says live, the little counter down right here. And then there's a couple other things that I changed on some other screens. So I really like it. I think it's cool. I hope you guys enjoy it and just have some fun with that. Hope they fix the roads in New Orleans. Roads suck. That's everywhere, Donnie. Oh my God, it's crater season right now. We're just about to hit crater season. The decals make you a target. Yeah, they do. And it's an unfortunate thing. Say Dustin, the rideshare professor, should come out with a YouTube video duet of them singing. Hey, Dustin, there you go. If you want to do a singing video with the professor, don't be jelly. You get him 23 out of the no, I haven't talked to her about the ASMR stuff. I'm going to actually do that after I hop off the live stream. I'm going to talk to her about that. But yeah, I gotta, like I said, Dustin, I gotta check that stuff out too, because I don't even know what that is. Best thing is no damn stickers. Yeah, that's good when you can, but several places do require you to have it. Now, you want to hear a funny story about the stickers when it comes to the decals with the different types of laws, at least here in New York State. So in New York State, it is actually required. You have to have that trade dress on your vehicle whenever you are online. So that means you have to have it only in the front windshield on the lower part. You have to have that there. Hey, thanks, man. That is only on, Dustin, that's only on one specific screen. Or one specific price point, or super chat, I should say. So there was a couple of things. I don't even know if it played. I didn't even, I have my software right here, so it's not even near the camera. So I don't even know if it's showing or not. But if it's not, yeah, I don't know. Did that show it or not? You guys got to let me know, because this is the first time that I put this stuff on there. But if you're looking for the rings, I did put some funny little Easter eggs in the super chat thing. So if somebody did donate a super chat of $4.20, it is a pretty funny little thing that I have on there. There's a couple other ones that I'm working on at special increments. So yeah, that is in there. That's what Dustin's talking about, because I talked to him about it earlier. But yeah, that is during a $4.20 super chat that I put on there, which is kind of funny. You felt like an experienced driver today. You met a brand new driver and gave him some advice. Only been driving 8 weeks. Hey, Mark, that's awesome. And you know what? Once you start driving a little bit and you understand it, that's exactly it. And plus, the cool thing is you have a really cool perspective, because you are still in that brand new category, so you can recall what it was like to be a brand new driver, because it just happened. Now, me, unfortunately, that was 4 years ago, so I don't have that same remembrance, because it was such a while ago. But yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Certain areas the roads suck. Yeah, same here. We don't talk about Dustin, get your money out of stock market quick. It's crashing. Your acorn, the squirrel, just lost all the money. Hey, I don't know what you guys are talking about. That stock market went up 1,200 points today, so it made some good money out there. And yes, acorns is really good. It's something you can just put in. You don't have to worry about it. You could go conservative and it'll be mostly bonds. So when the stock market is bad or low or going down or some issue with it, like what we're having right now, or some correction, you can do it to that. All right, hold on. I see something coming in. There you go. Creative J did it. All right. Creative J, there you go. Yeah, that's the 420 super chat. So anybody who does give a super chat at 420 at any time, that little thing will pop up. It'll be I'm so lit right now. So yeah, hopefully you guys like that. I'm going to do a couple of different little things, little fun things in there, and just kind of some different things. Also in the chat, if you want to do like an 8-ball question, I set up a bot in here. So if you type in exclamation 8-ball with your question, it will actually answer your question for you. So you could try that as well. And like I said, just trying to do some fun things within here just to give you guys a little bit more fun and enjoyment. Because yeah, unfortunately, some of the topics we talk about aren't necessarily the best, but usually when we're hanging out having a good time, it's pretty cool. So yeah, Dustin, thanks for the super chats, and Creative J, thank you as well for the 420. Hope you guys liked that and got a good laugh out of it as well. Acorns went up. Yeah, I think mine went up too. I mean, mine went up great today because, you know, like I said, the stock market's been going up. And then Robinhood, I have that, had a nice up day as well. But yeah, that's, you know, here's one of the big things. I mean, we're talking a lot about what's going on in the world when it comes from other parts of the world. And I can't really say it right now because YouTube has this big issue with it. So I'm not going to say it, but we all know what it is. It's the that whole thing. And, you know, if you get sick or, you know, whatever it might be, whether it's that or trying not to put yourself at risk for that, or if it's like a cold or flu or something like that, yeah, you want to take your care what you can. But if you can't make ends meet and you have to go out there when you're sick, you know, it's good to have something as a backup plan, or it's good to set up something so you have an emergency fund or a rainy day fund or something that you're thinking about down the road, because Uber and Lyft and the other gig platforms do not offer any sort of benefits, whether it's sick leave, whether it's, you know, vacation time, or even, you know, thinking about retirement. Those things are set up where, like Acorns, I've just let it run for the last 2 years in the background. It just rounds up my change to the next dollar. It invests it into a portfolio that I choose, which is like you have 5 different options. And then I have a recurring weekly contribution. Every once in a while, I'll do a, what you call it, you know, a larger contribution, but it just runs in the background. I don't even have to worry about it. If I want to transfer my money back to me, say for a car repair that I have to make, or I get sick and I want to take a few days off, but I have a couple of bills that are coming up, I could take that money out at any time and use it for it. And the nicest thing is, it's running all in the background. I don't have to worry about it. But every time I use my card to go get gas, to go get food, whatever it might be, it just rounds up to the next dollar. And that's it. And yeah, you could get a lot of money without even it really being any problem to you, because I know a lot of people out there are scraping by. And yeah, that's honestly one of the coolest apps out there. Unfortunately, yeah, you could be at the market disposal if it's going low at times, if it's going high. But that's the whole thing. You can go to conservative, which will put more into bonds, which usually will have the more likelihood to raise during downturns of the stock market, and then vice versa. When the stock market's going up, you could change it to more aggressive or something like that. So yeah, you could get used to it, play around with it. It's actually a pretty good app. And you know, after doing Uber and Lyft for a little while and realizing, you know, people are making ends meet on it, and very hard to take off if they get sick or something, and not saving like they should be. This is a good way where it's not going to make a very big difference to you, but you have something there in the event of something. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. 8-ball. Mark, if you do the 8-ball, it's exclamation point 8-ball, one word. I think so. It'll be, let me type it in. 8-ball. What Or, oh crap, I should put, hold on. Ball. Should I install the advertising on my car? Let's see if that works. It should work. I'm hoping. But it looks like, yeah, there you go. So that's how it works. So if you want to do the 8-ball, and that's going to be every live stream. So it'll pop up like that where it's going to be. So if you want to do the 8-ball just as like a fun little thing, that's right there. So the 8-ball says leaning towards no. So that's actually pretty funny. So no, I should not do the advertising on my car. But yeah, American Beaner, Dustin, been watching the vids recently. They are awesome. Outlook not so good. Yeah, Dustin's got some good videos. In fact, there's actually a crazy video that we know about that's coming out tomorrow. So be prepared for that, and make sure you just check out his channel if you don't know Dustin's channel, and Lisa and Trickster. So Rideshare Lisa's got some good stuff. She does a lot more on, like Instacart and, delivery, and a little bit with Uber and Lyft, but a little bit more of that because she goes towards that. So that's a great channel. Trickster's got some really good content. Actually, I'm looking forward to collabing with Trickster as well on a couple of things that him and I have been talking about. Just been pretty crazy the last few weeks, so we've been unable to do something, but that will be going pretty good. Is the wife's idea. Got to give her credit. Yeah, we're talking about the video. Unfortunately, some people are privy to tomorrow's video, which is always fun. What is the meaning of life? The 8-ball says most likely. Unfortunately, it's the more yes or no questions with the 8-ball. It's just a magic 8-ball, like back in the day when you shook it. I don't want to see anybody taking that little footage that I just did and cropping something in there, photoshopping. No. All right, Trickster, you have a good one, man. Have a good one. Uber driver in Phoenix, always looking for tips. Thank you, guys. Okay, Phoenix, there you go. So, American, Beaner, have you seen anything about this whole advertising? Because your market is one of the markets that they're testing in. So, like I said, it's in Phoenix, it's in Dallas, and it's in Atlanta. So, have you seen anything from Uber talking about this yet? Because they're going to really start it, I guess, on April 1st, which is less than a month away at this point now. So yeah, if you have any insight or any knowledge on that, whether it's right now that you can share it or down the road, you could shoot me an email and at least let me know what it's looking like in those areas, or anybody that is doing that as well too. Message retracted, even though it got want to ask the 8-ball. Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, 8-ball, meaning of life is to super chat. Oh, Dustin, I love it. That's funny. Oh boy. Oh man, hold on, I gotta get some water. 8-ball, will have a good night. Says sure. I like it. Good. You have a good night. No, you haven't. Okay. Yeah, so you know what I can do? I can show you guys the screen right now. So yeah, it's this is what I'm looking at. So Uber is putting ads on top of some of its vehicles. It says, where is it? You're talking about cargo first, and that. Cargo was a cool idea. I don't know why they didn't, but unfortunately, it apparently wasn't big enough or advertising friendly enough. But yeah, right here. So what they're doing is Uber doesn't own the vehicle, so they have to entice drivers or incentivize them to actually install it. And Adweek says that the drivers in these 3 cities, Phoenix, Dallas, and Atlanta, Phoenix, Dallas, bleh. So yeah, $300 to install the rooftop display, and an additional $100 each week. They drive 20 hours or more. After April 1st, drivers will be based on how many hours they drive. It's unclear how permanent these displays are and whether they will potentially damage drivers' cars. and Uber, of course, declined to comment. So yeah, that's something that's going on with that. And then Halo is what Lyft has acquired pretty much the day of or the day before or something that Uber had said something. So they're experimenting with ad content for years, and it looks like they're getting into it as well. So one of the things is if Lyft does this, it could be pretty interesting to see exactly what they're going to do in terms of if they're going to kind of have a bidding war as well too. So maybe they're going to be bidding out to drivers to incentivize them even more. Maybe Lyft will pay $350 and $150 a week. Doubtful. It's probably going to be the exact same. But hey, who knows? It was funny. Hazmat suit. Oh yeah. Yes, tomorrow's video that Dustin and I collabed on is going to be hilarious, and I hope you guys enjoy it because everybody's going crazy on some things, and we just had to have some fun on it. So, is Captain Mark the best looking Uber driver on North America? It says so. There you go, Mark. Oh, that's funny. Live weekend, March 20th to the 22nd, racing in Vegas. Lots of live streams, interviews, and in-car footage. Nice. So yeah, head over to Trickster Channel. In a couple of weeks, he's going to be doing a lot of live streaming when he's racing in Vegas. So that'll be cool. I'll probably be on that a little bit because that's always fun. Cargo beacon now. Jealous of the whole new setup. Got to pay Chris to edit. Dustin, we'll talk later, I guess. But yeah, no, hopefully, yeah, like I said, I hope you guys like the little tweaks that I made and polishes and stuff. Just because, I don't know, I thought it was cool. I thought it, upped the level a little bit, made it look a little bit more professional. Some of these Twitch streamers that you see, or gaming streamers that you might see on YouTube, if you watch that kind of stuff, they're doing all this stuff, and I'm like, hey, why not implement it on mine? So I hope you guys do enjoy it. There's a company in LA called Firefly. Yes, Firefly is another type of advertising company, but they do not have a partnership with Uber or Lyft in either case. But yeah, Firefly is a company where you could put advertising on your car as well. It's pretty much the exact same thing as what they're going to do. Didn't show her the one did today. Wait, didn't show her the what? Oh, the video you did today? Why can't I just say eh? What are you talking about? Dylan, what are you talking about? Why can't you just say eh? You could say eh. Or hi, I'm not sure. Yeah, Dustin, what one are you talking about? Looks great, and I still don't know how to do a card. You know what? Here, Lisa, I'll show you real quick. If you want. Oh, no, I can't. Actually, I won't. No, maybe I can. You got to go into your YouTube studio. You guys are going to see some pretty interesting info. You go into videos. All mine have them on it, but I'll show you. You just go to the details of it, and then right here is the cards. So all you got to do is select cards right there, and that's pretty much all you do. You put the cards. I already have it, so yeah, you guys are seeing tomorrow's video already. But yeah, that's essentially what you do for it. So it's actually really easy to do if you didn't know how to do cards. So just letting you know. For everybody else, you didn't really need to know unless you want to do YouTube videos as well too. But yeah, so the cards, if you are questioning, are the little things that pop up here that can either play other videos or links or other playlists or whatever. That's what a card is, just so you guys know. Because YouTube will demonetize the video. Wait, am I missing something? Oh my god, I'm totally missing something. The video, yes. Wow, they paid good for advertising. I thought A was Canadian. Canadian, yeah. I'm from Canada, eh? Yeah, they do that all the time. We're so close to Canada too. Not too far at all. But you have to keep the app on. Yeah, that's the other thing too that I'm wondering because they're going to be paying drivers based on hours that they're on. So are they going to actually use it when somebody's in the car and they're driving around by using it by that time? Or are they actually going to use it by the timer that they're actually online and flick the little switch that says they're online or tap the little button that says go online? So I'm not sure exactly what that's going to entail or how they're going to pay that out. I'm hoping it's when you click that button online to go online versus actually having a passenger in your car, because that's just going to be a better way of doing things. Zoom in on my analytics for what? What do you want to know? I'll tell you guys anything. I don't really care. He typed the T. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that whole thing that's going on that everybody's talking about, where you go, that whole thing. Yeah, YouTube just says, hey, we're taking off any type of monetization across the board. So any video that you see that mentions it anywhere is demonetized completely. So I don't know why YouTube is doing that. For whatever reason they are, I don't know. But unfortunately, that is the thing. So to get around it, people are not using that specifically. So I'm just going with the thing. Everybody kind of knows that right now. So how much, it depends on how much you do it. It's $300 to set up and $100 a week. At least currently. Obviously, that will change as time goes on. And I'm not sure, they say after April 1st in these test markets that they're testing it in, that they're going to be paying drivers based on hours. So it could be more than $100 a week. It could be less. I'm not sure exactly. They really haven't given any more information out except for the article that I read. But anybody who's in those test markets, whether it's Phoenix, whether it's Atlanta or Dallas, just drop me a line, drop me an email, comment, whatever it might be. Yeah, you can definitely do that. So at least we can figure out what's going on and get a little bit more information, at least for new markets that might be popping up as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I will hold the sign on the back and just walk around with it. That's pretty funny. They don't want to scandal them using this situation for financial benefit. Yeah, I get that, and blowing it out of a lot of people could be blowing it out of proportion, or there could be a lot of fake videos or deep fakes or things like that. I could see that happening, but unfortunately, it's such a hot topic all over the news, all over the media. And if people are actually trying to do real videos on it, like at least saying wash your hands and take care of yourself, or check, the certain websites like CDC and all that good stuff, then at least at that point, there should be something where it could be. I don't know. Sometimes they do some weird things, kind of like Uber and Lyft do. Would you have to be exclusive to Uber? That we're unsure of. I don't believe so, and I don't think that they have any plans on doing that. I think they're like, hey, if you get rides, you get rides, and if you're on another platform, you're on another platform. They're using that excuse or ability, however you want to look at it, to try to keep drivers considered independent contractors versus employees. So I don't think they're going to have any problem with it being through another Lyft app or another platform. I don't know, though. I couldn't tell you until I actually have some more information. I'm just going off that article that I read and have what I've seen from people already. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. You're sleeping on the couch. Yeah, right. No. Hey, I let you sleep in my room or in the room when you were sick. Remember that one. But no, I'm just messing with her. You got a new Uber sign from Uber. It's actually cool, high quality. What kind of sign? Like the Uber beacon? That one? They're not available in my area. The only one I have the Lyft amp. That's the only thing I have. And it's not even allowed in my area anymore. I still use it. I don't care. Let the cops pull me over. How much? Where? It is again. It's in 3 markets, and it's in Dallas, Atlanta, and Phoenix. It will probably roll out to other markets soon. It's $300 to get to install, so you get paid $300, and you get paid $100 a week. You have to work at least 20 hours, and it looks like they're going to change it as of April 1st, where you're going to get paid by the amount of hours you're online. So that's up to you on what you think. So it was free. They mailed it to you. So it's probably the Uber beacon. That's what I'm thinking it is. They look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're pretty cool. I don't mind the lights. I think they're actually nice. I put the lights in my car. It's easier for people to see. I got that Lyft amp running when I'm out driving, and yeah, I have it out and. Like I said, I like it because you can kind of help people see, and then you can take it off when you're not driving. That's a nice little thing there too. So it's one of those good things. You make a 20-minute video or 20-minute drive. All right, Donnie, have a good one. Be signing up drivers, just hang tight, concierge, rideshare, drive your car. What do the cop have against the Lyft lamp? They say that it is obstruction of your view by having that in there, which it really isn't. It's just a bored cop or somebody who just got out of the academy trying to do something. But it really isn't, because it's not an obstruction in any way, shape, or form. And if they ever told me to take my dash cam down, I would laugh in their face. Now, I wouldn't suggest doing that, but I also would be hitting them back with some hard knowledge, at least when it comes to having a dash cam, and I'm not going to take it down whether they have a problem with it or not. But that's me. Again, like I said, that I wouldn't suggest doing, because, you could run into a cop who will be an asshole. So what do we mean about the Lyft amp? That it's legal in some parts. So... Oh, I don't think I ever finished my thing about the whole funny story about the laws in New York. Somehow I got distracted. But yeah, no. So what happens is the way the laws are is really crazy, because according to inspection that you have to get done every single year in New York, you can't have anything on your windshield except for your registration and your inspection sticker. Those are the only things that are by law on the inspection side of things. So the inspection has their own law that they have to follow in order to be able to pass a vehicle for inspection. Now, that is not what goes, or that goes completely against what the law states in New York for Uber and Lyft drivers, because a Uber or Lyft driver has to have the trade dress located on their windshield in the lower passenger corner of the car, or the upper passenger, but it has to be visible on the passenger side, usually in the lower, sometimes it's in the upper, but that's a clear problem between the two laws. So yeah, that's just something that is real funny, and part of the reason why I am going to be showing you guys a video on how you are able to remove your stickers when you're not driving and have your stickers up and visible when you are online. So look forward to that. That's ridiculous. The lamp is not an obstruction. I completely agree. And plus, where I'm sitting, it's not obstructing my view from the road in any way. In fact, when I look down and over it, I still see the front of my Jeep. So it's not. And then the same thing too with the dash cam. I have the N2 Pro, and that's sitting there right underneath my my rear view mirror. That's right underneath it, and when you have two eyes, you know, you can kind of see past things. So it's like you're not even there. And I have more obstruction with my rear view mirror than I do with anything else in my car. So yeah, it's just stupid laws that they pass for stupid reasons. And I get sometimes they do need to pass them for particular reasons, like don't put an advertisement on your front window or something like that. I get that. That makes sense. But yeah, other than that, it's not really an obstruction and it's a real pain in the ass. Um, yeah, it's fun in New Jersey now. Yeah. You're in Tampa? Ah, nice. I'm jealous. It's probably nice and warm there. It's cold. Well, it was cold. Today it was pretty nice. It was actually about 50. Oh, man. New York, too many rules. Absolutely. It sucks. I'm telling you, it sucks. New York, I mean, I love the area. I love Buffalo. The area is great. I hate the state and I hate the location. So I'll be completely honest there. Easy Pass has to be on the windshield too. Yep, another contradiction in New York State. Absolutely. You hit it right on the spot there, Brian. And that's the other yeah, I have Easy Pass too. And that I have that where I don't even see it. It's behind my rear view mirror, but like up and over, so I don't even see it. And yeah, that's one suggestion. If you are a driver and you are driving any toll road and you have the ability to, you know, get an Easy Pass or, you know, the Sun Pass in Florida or any of the other passes that they have, get it because it will be good for you because you're not going to sit in line and wait as much. So that's something. Good old Tampa feels like a long time ago. I'm sure after the winter you're dealing with, Dustin. All I do is complain about New York State. That's nothing new. You're right, Chelsea. I will always complain about the state because I would love to go back down to Charlotte. Absolutely. You've heard it here. Stupid is stupid. You can't fix stupid. No, you can't. Stupid is what stupid does. It identifies you to your riders, especially at night. Yep. Yeah, the lights are great at night. I don't care if you get them on Amazon or if you get the actual Uber Beacon or Lyft Amp. If you have the ability to get one of the official ones, they work great. They're nice. I like them. And yeah, like I said, especially going in a busy big bar district like what we have in some areas around here. You know, some places I park, like in Chippewa. If anybody's been in Buffalo and knows Chippewa, when I got to pick somebody up around there, I always park in the same exact spot because I know that spot's going to be open. And then I just call the passenger and tell them, hey, look, I have to meet you here. I can't meet you on the road or on Chippewa itself because unfortunately the cops there will probably try to mess with you. And then it's just getting them safer. They know exactly where I am. And that's what I usually say. I have the amp. You know, I got my flashers on. You'll know exactly where I am. And sure enough, they find you. So yeah, that's just playing it smart when you got to try to get people and then also protecting yourself that you won't get a ticket by blocking traffic or being in an area that you're not supposed to be in when there's a bunch of cops that are walking up and down the street because they're there to protect people from fights breaking out or any issue or anything like that happening. So yeah, how do you get the official ones? You got to be eligible for it from either Uber or Lyft. So I don't know if Lyft is actually like giving them out anymore or not. They were. I don't even know if they are or not anymore. The Uber Beacon is only available in certain markets. It's not available in all markets. So only certain markets it's allowed where it's able to be done or given out. And if you are eligible for it, you'll receive a notification either in your app or an email from Uber or Lyft. So yeah, again, like I said, I'm not sure. When I had to do it, I had to have at least 250 rides. I think with Lyft, or it was like I had to reach gold when they were doing it. Like right when you reach gold, you were eligible. Yeah, that's what it was. When I had it, I had to be gold. I think now it's like 250 rides or something in order to get it. Or both, one or the other. But like I said, I don't even know if Lyft still provides the amp or not. I know the Uber Beacon is a little bit newer, so it's only available in certain markets, and that's kind of how you can get them. So look for that notification. Lisa, it's not available in our area for the Uber Beacon, and it's the Lyft amp I know is not available in our area right now. So if that changes, keep your eye out. They said DMV8 is supposed to send them. See the amps, or you're talking about the placards, Dustin? Because the amp, because we don't need the I think you're thinking of the placards, Dustin. We don't need the placards here in New York, like what you have with the thing. We're talking. She's talking about the Lyft amp and the Uber Beacon, the ones that are the light up signs that each company has. Yeah, it's mailed to you if you're lucky. You just got to claim it. You're platinum. Yeah. Well, no, that's on. I'm talking about for Lyft. They changed that all already, so that whole gold platinum thing is already different. But when they originally had it, when I first got the Lyft amp and was eligible for it, you had to be gold or gold status from Lyft. And now I think it's a certain amount of rides. But then I don't even know if they're still doing it anymore. Who's texting? No. My phone's going off, so at least nobody's on the live stream trying to text me right now. It's somebody else. Lyft says certain markets and at least 300 rides. Okay, thanks, Melissa, for clarifying that. So yeah, it's available in certain markets, just like the Uber Beacon is. So yeah. But yeah, all right. Anything else, guys? Any other comments, questions, anything like that? Sorry you're at work. No problem, Lisa. I get it. You're always out there hustling. But yeah, any other questions, comments, anything, whatever you want to say, speak now or forever hold your peace until you can comment in the video below or the next live stream. But no, yeah, I'll hang out for another minute or so unless we get a cool, yes, we are at church. I thought that was funny. But no, anybody who has any other thing or any comment or anything, speak now or say it. Get Dustin to sing rap for us. All right, Dustin, sing a rap for them. Jake Johnson, what's going on? But yeah, give him a good little song. It looks like everybody's looking for a new song. I'm so late. Late to what, Nicole? How's it going, Nicole? What am I late for? Is this 10:48 here? But that only means it's 7:48 in California or West Coast. Tried logging in an Uber account, no options to get a light. Wade, yeah. Honestly, I don't even know what markets they're in or allowed because I just don't know, and I just know that it's not available in my market. I checked. Probably Dustin will go live after this. Yeah, he's probably writing it. Dustin, write a song right now and then go live right after, sing that song. But that would be pretty funny nonetheless. My other video, what? Which one? So late for what? Other video? I don't know what you're talking about. I'll watch him sing live. There you go. Chelsea will watch you too. I'm sure everybody will move over there. Get a pretty funny thing there. Do you think it's worth wrapping your car? It depends on how much they're going to pay you. Wraps are good for protecting your car. Absolutely. At least depending on what type of wrap it is. If you're getting a full car wrap, they're going to be good to protect your car, so it'll protect it against paint, or I'm sorry, against the sun. So the paint damage won't be as much with some sun issue or anything. Also, stone kick up, it helps because it protects it a little bit more. So if that's a full wrap, those are pretty cool. If it's just, a sign on the side of your car or something like that, that can be cool too. It really just depends. It just depends on what you're going to get, how much you're going to get. And they're pretty easy to take off too. So really that's your option and what you want to do. The nice thing is they do not damage the car. Or at least I've never heard of anything where they wreck cars and get damaged. It's very easy to actually take them off. So it's not like these screens on top of the car where maybe they will damage the car, maybe they won't. Who knows if it's how permanent it actually is. Those are a couple of questions that still will have to be answered. And like I said, if anybody knows that, comment below, shoot me an email and let me know. You're in the West Coast. There you go. Clicked on Uber video for setting rates and says it's waiting for me. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I noticed that earlier. For some reason, that is not. Let me see if I can try to delete that because I don't. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. But I did see that earlier too when I was going. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to do it after the live stream. Yeah, Nicole, thanks for reminding or let me know on that. I thought it went off before because it didn't show up anymore. But yeah, it unfortunately was like that. So I don't know. That's something with YouTube because what I did when I set up this live stream, it copied it from the last live stream, even though it should have been created new. So I don't know what's going on there. But something absolutely it was. But thanks again for let me know on that so I can take care of it once I do log off on the live stream. What do I think about Uber pay increase on the city center and the decrease when outside? I think Darren, a good question, and I think it's really a pay cut. You're going to entice drivers to go into the city, sit there, wait for rides. And you're going to pay more. So, yeah, drivers are going to want to be in the city because they're getting more money, but you're getting only 5% more. And then outside the city, it's 10% less. So, if you really wanted to make it even, you should probably either keep it 5% higher in the city center and then either keep it the same or only 5% lower. And then if you average between, city center and the suburban areas or, outside that city center, honestly, it sounds like it's a pay cut in disguise. But once I see a little bit more or some, real world numbers on it, what it looks like in these cities, then you could probably see a little bit better. But honestly, what it looks like right now, it looks like they're jerking them around. And, if you go into that city center like every other driver is going to, will that cut down on surge? Will that cut down on, thing like consecutive trip bonuses? Will that cut down on other promotional bonuses in that city center? Because there's going to be a lot more drivers there who are trying to make that 5% more. Again, like I said, I don't know. I just think it's a disguised pay cut, really. Have to head to bed. 5:30 comes quick. Good night, Mark. Have a great night. But yeah, it's I don't know. It'll be pretty interesting to see. So, all right. Just hit an hour. Damn. Time flies. All right. Yeah, I'm going to end this now. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And yeah, think about if you want to do that or not. But again, all those options are always going to be up to you if you want to do it or not when it comes to, if you want to put these advertisements on your car, weigh the options, look at them first, kind of figure out exactly where they're going to go, how it's going to be done, what the pay actually looks like, and make those decisions based on what is going to be best for you. If you want to do it or not, it's always up to you yourself. And that's all I could really say about that. But personally, for me, I would really weigh the options. I would see what kind of damage it might cause to my car, if they're going to pay for the damage caused to the car from that system being installed or uninstalled, and then how the pay looks. And then I'd also want to know exactly how much money they're making on that sign as well. So if I'm the one who is out there driving around doing everything, are they going to be taking 50%? Are they going to be taking 75%? Or is the driver going to be taking 75%? Those are questions that I'd really want to know as well too before I would make my decision. But again, like I said, whatever you guys choose, if it comes to your market, your area, you guys are going to know the best for your car and if you want to take that extra money or not. Customers will wait longer outside the city and complain, so it will be dead before long. Very possible. It could be, yeah. That's a very possible thing, especially like I said, if that's happening. Then that could also raise the point too, though. Will surge happen outside the city center? And when there's surge happening, hopefully at least at that point, then it's going to be pretty much the exact same of what you were making before, or maybe a little bit better. So time will tell exactly how that's going to happen. I believe that's in 10 test markets that it's going to be happening later this week. I think it's the 6th that starts, whatever the Friday is. Yeah, Friday the 6th. So that's going to be starting pretty soon. So it'll be pretty interesting. I forget what the cities are. I know Charlotte's one of them. I love Charlotte, but I actually I got to get a map of what Charlotte looks like because I know that area very well. So I want to see what its city center actually is versus the outside area of that. So at least I have a better reference of what is going to actually be affected in these price changes. And figure that out. But yeah. All right. I'm going to end this now. Everybody have a great night. Make sure to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded, and the live streams, as I am now able to get back to them because all of the other fun stuff has been done and polished. And so I will be back with a lot more live streams as well too. And I love doing them because it's a lot more interaction. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do it now, and then definitely hit that notification so you can participate as well in the live chat. We can get a good conversation going. And then also make sure to check the description for other helpful information and tips. I do suggest the Acorns app that you can check out, Robinhood, anything that you can do where you can take some money, invest it a little bit, and then use it either for a rainy day, get it down the road for savings, whatever it might be. Those are always going to be some good things that you can do that, unfortunately, when Uber and Lyft do not give out any type of bonus or any type of benefit or anything like that, you got to make sure you do it your own way. And those are a couple of easy ways for even very newbies to very advanced people. It's great to have that just in the back of your pocket. So highly suggest those things. As always, never drink and drive, always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.